Oh, yeah, let's go.
One
Don't
way
get
or
canceled now. Don't get canceled.
I'm gonna do my best.
We live, but we ain't live.
Right.
All right. Give me 2 seconds. Pull up.
Yeah, Rip Young Dolph for sure. That's crazy that he eventually.
Rest in peace, dog.
yeah, he was down in
R.I.P.
Memphis,
Dolph.
right? He was in Memphis when it happened.
Was it
Yeah.
real?
That's
Yeah, he
crazy.
went to like a little restaurant. They lit him up.
A cookie spot.
Was he
Was you
inside
good?
the car? Because I know you used to drive around with like
They said he
Bluetooth
was
cars.
getting it. They said he was coming out of the store.
Damn.
Was you ready?
Yeah, I'm locked in.
Koye and me, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
No, Nation, goddamn it, you
Oh
ready?
yeah, man. Come on with it. Let's
Gotta
go.
like that shit up. Doing this.
God, dog, boy, you put your foot off in this one. Mm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We.
Oh yeah.
Who-wee. That sound like money. Scott, we good to go?
We good to go, good
We
brother.
good to go, man. Listen, man.
You already
Ain't
know.
nothing better. Let me just go ahead and put the young means on, bro. Let's just kick this. Ain't nothing better.
Mm.
Ain't nothing better. We got a lot to do today, ladies and gentlemen. This is how much we got. We had a long list of things to do, but 5 seconds before we got started. Oh, goodness. Oh, we got some new shit for y'all. Hey, we got some new shit for y'all.
Right.
Listen, man, this is the round table, okay? In case y'all didn't notice, there's an extra E up in this thing. You know what I mean? We've been waiting to do this for a while. We've been playing around with the idea of it, but you know, Skywalk is officially round table right now. You know what I'm saying? It's official.
Hey man, listen man, it's an honor to be joined amongst kangs, as Okoye would say, amongst kangs, not kings. We kangs up here, so I appreciate
I'm like
it.
Puster Kane.
Hey,
Only certain we all dons. Only certain people can sit at this table, man.
there's only a
That's
handful
facts.
that can fit because if you let anybody here, they may get nervous. They may not be who they are
ain't
here.
built
You
for
know what I'm
this.
saying?
This
This
different.
very particular table, and let me just say this before we get started too. Let me take my glass off. Let me say this before I get started too. This is bigger than just some little content mess that's just going on right now. This is bigger than just some little co-workers getting together talking Cowboys. I call foot sometimes. We don't even talk Cowboys. We can talk his little league team. We talk about Earth, Wind, and Fire. You know what I'm saying? I
My
tap in.
God.
I tap in with Okoye, you know what I'm saying? Me and him end up talking about crypto and life and property and
Facts.
other little advices that he can give me. I call Law Nation. He's the most dapper young man I know. I say, Law Nation, when I lose, well, I'm gonna give me a suit jacket and be just like you. And we'll just up and have a conversation
Jacket
about
me.
I've been
And I
talking to
stole his
Skywalker
beard.
Steel for a week. And we said
Oh yeah.
nothing about Cowboys. Nothing.
Mm.
We bond over Jay-Z. Next time I'm coming to Dallas, we're going to the range with him. So listen, this is more than just my cohorts or my co-workers. These are my friends here. You know what I'm saying? These are friends of mine coming together to do this thing that we call the round table with 5 E's because it's 5 of us. We about to get busy, baby. We about to get busy. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being here. We
Appreciate
got some things to talk about. I wasn't lying when I said 5 seconds before the show started. We got into some little mess, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna hit y'all. We
Hey,
gonna hit
why they thought it was me though, Vash? I mean, what's
Oh
wrong
yeah,
with
let's
these
clear
people?
that
Hey,
air. Let's
Can we
clear
talk
that
about
air.
that? I'm sick of these people,
it
man.
wasn't, we
I
wasn't
love
late.
y'all
Most
for
of
real.
us was on time. I was like 3 minutes late.
So
But,
on the last, you know what I
we was
mean,
all
I
on
put
time.
up
We
this
just had some
poll.
difficulties.
On the last chat box, I put this poll up just asking the chat who y'all think is the reason for the holdup. Because we are 30 minutes late. We apologize, but you can't rush greatness. You
Mm.
know, I like which one of us y'all think is late? And a whopping 77% thought it was Foots
Oh,
that was
wow.
holding up the round table. When to be fair, Foots was first.
Woods was
Mm.
first, y'all.
Foots was
Why
first.
y'all
Foots was
giving me
first.
hell, man?
This
Foots
how I
was
know.
Foots.
This how I know it's a different season. Vach. Foots was first.
My goodness.
Mm.
And you
You
know,
know
Who
it's
man,
said?
real.
so
That's
chat
only
box,
because Foot's
please.
off now, though. It ain't like this is like the Foot's no Foot's off. His team is finished for the
Foots got
season,
time
so
now.
that's the
Foots got
only
time.
reason he early.
Hey, look, hey, for those who don't know, I texted in the group chat. I was like, y'all, the season done. I don't got practice. I'm back. I'm locked in.
Right.
I don't
So
gotta
now he
draw
early.
no plays up. But it's good to be back with y'all boys, man. Listen, I just want we say this before after the show. These guys do it, man. And to be honest with you, the stuff and the shit y'all hear on the and on
Cussing already,
ESPN
but we
and
ready, but we ready.
hey, I told you this gonna be fire. The
It's
stuff
time.
that y'all hear on the ESPN and all that fluff, you ain't gonna get nothing This is the real. So
let's get started, y'all. First and foremost, let's get flames and foot emojis in the chat box for saying sorry to Foots for that whopping 7-8% that was putting on him. Let me just ask the roundtable this.
Let me see the flames.
Let me just ask the roundtable this first and foremost. This week kind of feel a little different, don't it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a big week. It's a big week, bro.
You know, man. You know,
what a difference a week can make.
We've run into the Vikings and the Falcons coming off of the Broncos loss. You know, the division air quote rivalries. I try to tell people like the Eagles and Giants, those aren't our rivals. You got to have a little bit of equal rank in there. You know what I'm saying, to be considered rivals. But this week put a little feeling in my stomach. You know what I mean? This feeling brings a little competitive anxiety out. You know what I mean? Like, I think we've been wilding for respect all year. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys, right? We've done everything that anybody would ask for, whether it be the pundits, whether it be writers, media people, fans, whoever. They've done everything we've asked them to do, but now it's time that we test ourselves. This is the test, you know what I'm saying? You in Mortal Kombat, you fight your guys, then you get to the test your mic segment, and then the competition starts getting a little harder. That's what this is. It's gonna be the Chiefs now, there's gonna be the Cardinals, then playoffs is here. We in the playoffs already. That's signed, sealed,
right.
We
already know that.
Just give me some of your vibes on the way to this game, man. Law, next we're gonna let you go first because we like to get long wins. We're gonna let Law go first. So, just talk to us about the gravity of this game and what we got to prove, and we're gonna just break this thing down clinically. Go ahead.
Man, this game is all for number 4. So many pundits, so many critics, so many people always point the finger at number 4. Rain Dakota MVP Dak Prescott Elite. I know that's a long name, but he give you guys amazing results. I'm just hearing so many people left and right talking about, well, it's all because of the offensive line. Oh, it's all because of the wide receivers. It's because of Ezekiel Elliott. It's because of the reemergence of the defense. But nobody give credit to Rain Dakota Prescott MVP Elite Dak Prescott. So this game, regardless of everything or anything, this will be the game that Dak Prescott make his statement that he is one of the better quarterbacks in the National Football League going up against Pat Money Mahomes. And I can't wait to see how the competition is going to spew out and spill over everyone.
Dak Prescott is better than Pat Mahomes right now. And listen, man, Vosh don't do clickbait, man. Vosh don't do this for play. Vosh don't do this for fun. I said this way back in April, man. The Cowboys are better than the Chiefs offense in theory, on paper, and in application. I mean that. You can be more talented than anybody. Matt Stafford is one of the more talented arm talent guys in the league right now. You know what I mean? Once like Justin Herbert got the arm talent for you. All these guys got arm talent, but like Pat leading the league and like interceptions or something crazy like that. Can somebody help me with that? Like
he's leading the league in turnovers.
Turnovers in general.
He got 12 turnovers.
It's a lot more.
He gets cute.
It's a lot more that goes into arm talent. Now Pat can definitely reclaim it if he gets his life together. He can definitely be the best quarterback next year or something like that. But as of now, Rain Dakota Prescott's playing better football. I'm not scared to say that.
I was gonna tap dance around it. I was gonna tap dance around it like the late great Gregory Hines, but you just gonna go out there and just say, "Hey, he's better." Whoa.
Listen, man, it's just what we do, man. When Dak get the waving that baton and orchestrating this thing of ours, you know what I'm saying? Sacks are a quarterback stat. You know what I mean? It ain't like we just got so much better on the offensive line just in general. We got the same guys. Y'all don't like Connor Williams and Tyler. Dak just getting rid of that thing quickly.
You know what's funny about that? I heard them say it on these big letter networks. Please. Well, they got this amazing offensive line. They failed to realize half Cowboys Nation want to kick Tyler Biadasz and Connor Williams out the club. And then Collins ain't shit apparently until last week. Terrence Steele's a backup, but we got the best offensive line.
By the numbers.
Well, now they all claiming us. That's what bothers me, Sky. They all claiming us.
I promise I'm not gonna be long, but by the numbers, we're not even a good pass blocking team. Dak just so efficient. Dak get his guys going. Efficient. We got 10 guys caught a pass last week. We spreading that thing all the way. We'll kill you how you want to be killed, sir. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I mean, this whole Dak versus Pat Mahomes thing, it's a real thing. And sometimes I just get in my feelings sometimes because I just know things that I can't prove yet. And I think this the game where Dak gonna roll up in there. Remember the Bucks game, Dak just had a different look in his eyes. I think Dak gonna roll up with a different look in his eyes. The team gonna be up for this one. I think we're gonna smoke the shit out of them.
How about this, y'all? How about this?
Scott,
Somebody said something earlier, and it was a good analogy. This has the potential to be that 2014 Seattle Cowboys game in Seattle. I think that game stamped that team as a legit top 10 Super Bowl contender. And we've had what I call a lot of checkmark games this year, right? Go up against a 3-0 team, go up against #1 defense, go on the road against Minnesota. Checkmark games.
Right.
This is a statement game, though.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like if you beat the Chiefs in Kansas City, this game is a game the Cowboys haven't really won against that kind of an opponent in the last 2 or 3 years. So this is a statement game to me.
Right.
There's a lesson in every bar, man. Even against these bad teams. Okay, we're against the Vikings. How's our defense gonna do against 2 good receivers and a running back? You know what I'm saying? We're against this guy. What we're gonna do against this big, strong 3-tech and Grady Jerry? You know, this quick fashion. You know what I'm saying? There's a lesson in every bar. But this one is one of them boss fights, bro. This one's one of them boss fights. So we can break this thing down a little bit clinically. But Koy, before we get started, I want to get your thoughts, sir, please, because you defense guy that Bosch go to.
You want me to follow that? I can't follow that.
You got to show tomorrow, Koy. No, give everything away.
Oh, real rap, man. Y'all brought up a point. I think. No, I already know. You already know I'm gonna be ready for that. But you brought up a point though. I didn't think about the Mahomes versus Dak matchup, and I think that puts more pressure on both quarterbacks, which I think would be great. But Mahomes even more because the Chiefs, just from a practical sense, they're already one-sided. They're not balanced. They don't have a running game. Right. So it was already on Mahomes anyway to carry this team, and now that added pressure with the fact that he's been a turnover machine. I think that makes it even worse for him this game. I'm not playing him pushing or pressing to prove that he still is top dog will make it so that you saw the Zeke versus Cooks effect years ago when we got running backs versus running backs. It puts pressure on that top dog to try to remain that. Or when we go against Saquon, they trying to go against each other. You know what I mean? So I never even thought about that when I was doing the eval for it. But I think that makes it even worse on the Chiefs, honestly, due to the fact that they don't have a running game. So they can't, even when they get up, they still have to throw the ball, or it's a bunch of 3-and-outs. They got to throw the ball to kind of stay ahead of us. They can't run it out. So either way, it's either going to be, if they get up early, it's going to be a long game for them and for us. If we get up early, it's just over because they have to throw the ball to try to maintain and keep up with us, and we know what they're doing. So even though we don't have Randy Gregory, we can kind of play with our ears pinned back because we can kind of predict what they do. And even when you watch their passing game, just based off of the way you play Tyreek Hill, it lets you know, like, the code is cracked on that. Other than the improvisation that he does outside the pocket,
too high.
The way you line up with Tyreek Hill determines what they doing pre-snap. He already know what he about to do with the ball based on the way you do. So the way that Green Bay did it and the way not Tampa Bay, but Tennessee did, they kind of just played off of
Tennessee was the game
and kept everything in front of them. I think we'll do more of the same, man.
Green Bay tackled very well.
I do think we win easy. I don't think that is a jinx to say. I just feel like you can't beat us in an unbalanced fashion, and then their defense doesn't have enough playmakers to get them the ball enough times to make it a contest, in my opinion.
This is what I think about the defense, and a lot of fans kind of get lost with this. Is they may have the 2 top heavy guys on, like if you take our defense and their defense and like put it in the bag, right? They may have the first 2 players. They'll have Chris Jones and I don't know, pick somebody, right? No. But after that, Honey Badger, right? After that, we got the list of guys.
I was about to say, I'll take Oso over Jones.
Like they don't have an overall defense
right now.
What'd you say?
I'll take Oso over Jones right now.
That's heavy.
That's
Oso move around everywhere too. Yeah, I hear you. But I don't care. I don't care. That boy.
Hey, man, I'm a homer. I love that shit. Talk your shit.
Talk. We going in the water
right now. And I'll take Curse over Honey Badger too.
Are you talking?
That I agree.
Right now.
That I agree.
Right now.
For what we do.
For what we do.
I like the Honey Badger a lot.
What we do.
Their scheme just doesn't suit the players very well. I think they need a new scheme. They got great players. They just don't know how to use them.
Curse does so much more for us than Honey Badger does for them.
Right.
Like Badger got the name, of course, but if you put like the practical stuff on the screen, that's just what that is. But we talking about defense. I don't think those guys have guys to compete with everything that we have. And somebody can be like, but Vaj, what about our defense with their offense? Well, let's think about their offense. Their offense is Pat, Tyreek, and Travis, right? I think more Travis than Tyreek, honestly, because I know how to get rid of Tyreek, but it's Pat and Travis, then there's him.
Mm-hmm.
I trust Dan Quinn enough to figure out a way to hold them dudes to something that's reasonable while we run a track on the other side of the offense. If you look at their defense, we got run game.
Mm-hmm.
We got 3 receivers. We got a tight end. What do you do here? You know what I'm saying? Pre-game, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't patting myself on the back because I don't want to be told you so guy, but I was kind of clairvoyant with this Kellen Moore shit. I was like, well, but Vash, well, Andy Reid better than Kellen Moore. Hey, I feel you, but I mean,
hey, yesterday's price is not today's price, bro.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He might have been better than him a couple years ago, but right now Kellen Moore is in his duffel.
I like my guys. Go ahead, Foot, please.
Go ahead, Foot's my fault.
Well, I mean, I didn't know if you were gonna call one of the students in the classroom, Vosh. I didn't know. You skipped over me already. You see how you do me? You see how you do me? You see how
put your foot down, Mo. Yo, don't take no more disrespect.
Speak for your chest.
No more disrespect.
Okay, watch this. Foot.
They think I'm asleep. They think I'm late, Okoye. I can't win.
Tell me about your Foot. Tell me about the gravity of this game, and then tell me a little bit about the matchups that you find interesting. Just give me some. You got points, sir, please.
No, in all seriousness, though, in all seriousness, first I want to give a shout out to somebody special who's watched you all for a long time. My man, Coach Swags. He's my head coach. He's a great dude. He's a Cowboys fan. He watches all y'all. Just a really, really cool person, man. Good dude in the community. And that's big for me. Matchups. When I look back at it, it's gonna be Kellen Moore versus their defensive coordinator. I don't even know his name. Sky, I'm sure you know his name. Spags. And Spags is very blitz heavy. He's been that way historically. Here's the truth. The Titans mold was perfect. And when you look at the Titans mold, we have better personnel than the Titans. We just do. We have a better quarterback. We have better receivers. Julio's not the same player. Obviously, they have Derrick Henry, but Derrick Henry really didn't go crazy in that game, guys. So the truth of the matter is the fact that you have to declare what you want to do against the Cowboys to beat the Cowboys, period. And everybody's going to come in now trying to use Denver cover 1, cover 0. But
good luck.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to do that with Michael Gallup on the field. And I just think that Dallas just got caught low, and we won't get into the Denver game. But the truth of the matter is this. The matchup for me to watch is I want Dallas to first establish the run, but eventually get into this passing game because these corners and this secondary is not it. In the middle of the field, these linebackers, Hitchens, come on, man. Like Hitchens is okay at best. He's been able to play good because they've always had leads. But let's be real. The Kansas City's defense has never been great, and they have Nick Bolton. He's light at best. He's okay in coverage. I covered him coming out. But the truth of the matter is Dallas in the middle of the field has to win the game. Yep. That's where the game, to me, that what I saw, that's where the game will be won. Now, they got Juan Thornhill. They got Honey Badger. I still love us, and that's me.
And you I think just to give Hitchens and them some credit though, it's the scheme, man. Like they all blitz, they so blitz crazy. They're like Micah Parsons was earlier in the season. Like everything is forward before the play even start. They coming forward, so they linebackers bail out the middle of the field too easy. So because that's how they stop the run, they blitz the gap instead of just having just being patient in the gap or in their gap fits. They blitz.
Yes. I like how I understand they blew them out in Tennessee, but I really liked how the Packers played them.
Packers played it very well.
They were so physical, and I think that's the mantra I'm going with this week is be physical against this finesse team. This is like the most finesse team I think I've ever seen in my life watching football.
They don't. Let me ask you this. What are we known about Andy Reid teams? He runs the ball as a formality.
He runs the
doesn't
ball.
run the ball.
Yeah, to keep you honest.
Set the tone.
Yeah.
Set up.
And his backs are never gonna come downhill and really be dogs.
That's why I don't care if Clyde, Hilaire, Edwards, whatever, Hallelujah plays. I don't care if he plays.
The truth is, Okoye, what I'm saying is this: Hitchens is a C+ player.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying, he ain't a Pro Bowler by no means. I'm just saying the way their scheme is, the scheme makes their whole team.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't do none of that shit.
Hey, Corey, let me put Voch on the spot. Every chance I get to do this, I want to do this because you know how me and him felt about, and I'm gonna do it myself about Micah Parsons, guys. Is Micah Parsons now? And I don't want to hijack the show, so I'm gonna shut up after this. Are we segueing?
No, not yet.
We're not segueing, but I just want to ask one question. Has he now put himself in the defensive player of the year conversation?
Of course.
Youngin is different, Okoye. He's different.
Well, he's not in there. He's not in there as relates to that.
Diggs is right.
Diggs,
there.
I was about to say
we got two
Diggs.
players.
In the conversation, though, bro.
He's in the conversation, Okoye.
He could be defensive rookie of the year easily, but defensive player of the year.
He's leading the team in tackles.
True.
Sacks.
He's leading the teams in tackle for loss.
Pressures,
sacks. Bro, if he gets the 10 sacks,
if that motherfucker get intercepted,
that's halftime. That's part-time pass rusher. It's still leading.
Hold on. But listen, I just want to pat myself on the back. Did y'all see the play? How long have I been saying he can take bad angles and still make up for because he's so athletic?
It's ridiculous.
Last week, bro. It's stupid.
Vosh, you want to go on Mike? Because
Go ahead.
I'm done. I just want to.
No, because if we're gonna move to Micah, we can move to Micah. I mean,
let's do Mike. Okay, so I think especially in these last few games, especially in the last few games, J-Ron got the green dot now.
Right.
Mike ain't. You know what I'm saying? Mike ain't got to think. He just get the run. And what I think is most important here, we've said his name twice already. Dan Quinn kind of figured it out. You know what I'm saying? This isn't a do you want Bobby Wagner or Von Miller? You can get Bobby Wagner and Von Miller out of this dude. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let this dude run around and cover. Let this dude run around and
pause.
And then,
hey, fellas.
What happened?
What happened?
I don't know what happened. Something happened to the stream. Hold on.
Oh, okay. And now we still live over here on the Nation, but
okay.
Oh no, I can see us again.
You can see us again?
We good?
On the phone. Yeah.
It's
a play plan.
All right, I think we're back. We're
playing highlights.
We good?
Yeah, I'm playing highlights. I'm gonna go back.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Chat box you straight?
I think they
something got funny.
No, they buffering right now. They saying hello, bruh. Something broke.
Hold on, let me see something.
I think they something makes their whole team. They're like, but Vaj. That's what they said. But Vaj.
So we should be good, right?
We good. We Gucci.
Okay, it looked good to me. It came back.
They said we back.
It came back, so we cool.
You go said be back like bra straps.
Back like bra straps. What was I saying? What the hell I was saying? Dan Quinn, right? So look, Dan Quinn, I think he's found the good balance, right? To where we can have Micah Parsons run around, chasing and tackling people. And look, when he's chasing them bubbles down, when he's running them, reversing them, jet sweeps, that's super important.
Right.
I think we're going to need him some games like containing people. But then on those obvious pass rush downs, you probably don't want to pass rush in every single play. But whether he's blitzing A gap, B gap, or on the edge whooping Caleb McGarry, the motherfucker averaging like a sack a game in the past, four games or something like that?
Right.
Chase Young wasn't even doing that. So,
facts.
So, sir,
I got it for the Skins fans watching.
Go ahead.
Not to cut you off, Vosh.
Please.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Micah Parsons straight up is better than Chase Young. Here's why. He can do more. And I try to tell Skins fans last year, if you're drafting two, I know. But I deal with so much DC foolishness, Vosh. You gotta give me a bone. And I know they watching. You don't, if you're drafting two, you need a quarterback, you draft a quarterback. Whether it was Tua or Herbert, and they argue me down and Chase. First of all, you have 4 first-rounders on that D-line, and the defense stinks. Sure. It's isn't Skins talk, but the fact is Micah is a better player than Chase Young straight up. He is.
Yeah.
He does.
So I just want to get that off my chest.
Yeah. But like I said, for defensive player of the year, man, you know they all high on T.J. Watt, man. He got 12 sacks for the season.
Yeah, he
already.
won't win. You know, he won't.
He won't win it, Law.
Unless he get 21 sacks, he ain't beating Trayvon.
Law, let me ask you this.
Trayvon
Let
already
me ask
doing
you this,
stuff
Law.
that you don't do.
Doesn't it feel like it's almost the end of the year? I heard this somewhere today. We got 8 games left.
8 games.
He can very well get to 13 sacks blitzing.
Right.
He won't win it though, bro.
Yeah, that T.J. Watt, man.
Why the bad boy?
What if he get 5 more sacks and like 3 interceptions for the end of the year?
Now that's quite possible. He been in conversation. Kelvin Bird, was it dude? Bird,
and he got 4 or 5 interceptions. That is a problem.
Byard.
Byard. I meant to say Kelvin Byard.
Anyway, we all think Michael's gonna have a fantastic game. He's the Dak Prescott of the defense. Competitive wise, you know what I'm saying? Just a dude that's gonna line up and just compete that you just can have faith in. I got faith in Micah as being one of those guys. Let me ask you a question. I kind of been in these social media streets, and I've been seeing people talk about how we need to line up against the Chiefs and attack them. And I see people say things along the line of playing keep away or running the football and killing time. You know what I'm saying? I think we're going to run the football and pass it, but I ain't trying to kill nobody time. I'm trying to beat them cats. I think we can track meet them dudes first and foremost. If we just lining up scoring points, I think we can definitely beat them dudes.
But you don't want to do it though. That's the point. Right? Why would you? That's the only chance they got is to track meet because that's the only chance they got is if we just try to run it up on them.
But that's not possession football.
Got no chance.
Don't track meet.
But see, this is where I kind of disagree because if we playing time and we playing ball control, holding the ball or whatever, that limits our possessions. I think what we can do against
intentionally though.
I think what we can do against this defense, I think no matter who we line up against, if we put up 35 on anybody, they're gonna have problems. And I think Pat playing from behind is problematic. I think Pat trying to play hero ball is problematic. Last week versus the Falcons, and this goes against football logic in general, but I love it. Last week versus the Falcons, we win the coin toss. We said, fuck it, give me the ball first.
Right.
I love that because I think there's nothing more dangerous than this Cowboy defense while we winning 7-0. If we up 7-0 and this defense rolling out there, good luck to you. I know it's traditional football wisdom to kick it off, go defense first, and then get the ball at the half and try to get a twofer. But if your clock management is cool, then you ain't got to worry about that. I think this offense, especially against that defense over there that I think is soft, this offense, let's go up 7-0 and put pressure on Pat. And if Pat fuck up and we go up 14-0.
We agree there. I just think we're going to have longer drives because we actually have a running game. We're not going to just pass it up and down the field. It's not going to be a bunch of big plays. So either way, it's going to be. I'm not saying we're trying to slow it down. I don't think we'll slow it down intentionally. I'm just saying we have a running game. They don't, so they have to rely on bigger plays. But
Okoye,
shove it down their throat.
To your point there. Neither Ezekiel Elliott nor Tony Pollard ran for 100 yards last game, but they were still able to push the ball down the field, whether it's catching in the backfield. And I think that this will be the same recipe because last game, the Atlanta Falcons was a 28th ranked defense. This game, the Kansas City Chiefs is a 27th ranked defense. And I know if you just can't go by stats alone, but I'm quite sure I'm quite sure that the Cowboys are going to look at this and say, okay, shoot, we're just going to take it. We're just going to take it away from them. Whatever defense they're playing, we're going to go right at them.
Yeah, you're 100% right on that.
Yeah, and I think you guys watch more film than me. I think Atlanta you saw a lot of A-man surfaces, I'm sure.
Right.
The truth is this, Law. I think, again, Kansas City's going to come out and declare, and Spags will probably have to run blitz because he's not going to stop our running game out of base. He's not going to sit back and
try it. They don't even try to stop it.
And so, to Okoye's point, Vach, Dallas just historically has long drives. And I'm okay with that because that goes back to Sky's point that where on these guys?
That's what we do, though. That's what we do. Like those 10, 11, 12 play drives. What I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
I'm just not in the whole keep away game. I feel like if we can bust their ass and put up 42 points organically, then let's boogie.
And if you look at
4th and 2, what you think the Cowboys gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Go for it.
They ain't finna use that punt kicker. No.
And thinking about, you said something, Bosh. You said Dak Prescott is better than Patrick Mahomes. I will say this. Understand this. Talent and mindset is totally different. Mahomes right now is better Andy talent. Reid is not a coach who will say, Pat, he's not Bill Belichick. He's easygoing. He's not going to say, this is the read. This is what we're trying to do. Take the check down. We'll live. He's going to let Pat figure it out. Pat in his young career, and this is part of the reason why Pat wasn't the first quarterback in that draft. He did a lot of that stupid stuff at Texas Tech. He did. It was, and it's kind of like you had to rein him in because he has so much talent. But again, a lot of not air balls, but a lot of trying to make stuff happen. And he's doing that now this year, where it's like, dude, you got the slant underneath, but you're forcing the ball to Tyreek. You're throwing in the double coverage. You're waiting around. And that's fact.
Film caught up to him too. Film
caught up to him. And the offensive line is very bad. I know we haven't talked about it, but the tackles stink. So
they're playing better. But I think one thing that people don't ever want to say about Patrick Mahomes that needs to be said is that he's still only in his 4th year. And he's still learning the mental part of the game. So he can beat you physically because he's an alien, but he's not going to Tom Brady you and just crush you pre-snap by motioning and what have you. The motion is coming from the scheme. Andy Reid is going to beat you east-west pre-snap, but Pat is still learning. And he'll sell you. I think he said it after they won the Super Bowl. He was like, bro, I start picking up defenses midway through the year. Yeah. So, he's still learning. He's young. It is what it is. Dak in year 4 was still getting it together. Now he's in year 6. So I think Dan Quinn can get to Patrick Mahomes schematically, believe it or not.
Well, here's the thing about you kind of hit it on the head when you talked about scheme. I said this earlier. I was talking to my homie. We game plan for every team, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's one team, and I haven't watched everybody, but I know so far watching us, we're the only team that you couldn't week to week game plan for defensively because of Dan Quinn. We've already had so many injuries, whether it's COVID or just people being out, but we've used so many people. Micah Parsons, we just talked about moving around, but we use so many pieces in different ways. We don't play the same. So we can look at a defense. Right. Dan Quinn can look at a defense and what was successful from Tennessee's game and give you that same look with similar personnel because we got so many versatile players on this team. There's no way to game plan for this defense, and I'm not saying that because
I know
it's the Cowboys. Right. It's like week to week, they don't have a style of play other than fast and physical, smart football, but they do it differently every single week. Offensively, we do the same thing. If you look at Tennessee coming out in those 13 personnel, 12 personnel, 11 personnel, and running it down their throats, we can do that. Or we can go, straight I form. We could do it all on this team.
AJ Brown had a
both offensively and defensively. We got
Brown
versatility.
Went crazy against them.
What I love about that, Corey, what you just said, we ain't really got nobody the game plan on in that way. We're just an all-around balanced attack. You know what I'm saying? So you can if Randy was out there, they'll double team Randy. But Dorrance Armstrong can beat one-on-ones too, but you wouldn't double team him. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's a good point. So it's a certain, it's a certain I can't find the word I'm thinking for, but I love the idea that
it's dangerous.
All of us dangerous. Anthony Brown is the most unassuming, dangerous corner in the league right now.
Facts.
This motherfucker got 4 picks.
Hey, hold on. Let's pop it off. Let's pop it off.
Hold on. Before you go to AB, because I know that's where we about to go.
That shit. We Chiefs
before
first.
we go to AB.
They saving that.
Because I know where
they know where that's going.
I said this earlier today, this morning.
Put down.
All right,
y'all want to go get the shot out of the way, man?
No, let it go.
Not yet. We get there. But no, everything that Koye was saying is what makes this team the most dangerous team in the league. You are literally getting a different variation of this team every few weeks, not only just because of Dan Quinn and Kellen Moore's ability to adapt, right? They're like chameleons, but because this team it's weird. The injuries are happening, but it's not bad injuries. So they'll lose a guy for 2, 3, 4 weeks, right? And what does that do? that changes the way they operate. So now Kellen Moore is going to run more 2 tight end sets for 6, 7, 8 games. You got teams preparing for 2 tight end sets 58% of the time.
And now you got to throw all that
Gallup
out.
comes back, got to throw it all the way out the window. You know, you got a team that has no DeMarcus Lawrence, right? And you're gearing up for Randy Gregory, and you're like, oops, Randy Gregory's going out. Micah's the alpha dog, right? And then now all these guys are going to come back at some point. So this team is just going to be different every 2 to 3 games. Tyron Smith, he's coming back, right? So no team can get a read on the Dallas Cowboys, in my opinion. They just can't.
Can I speak something to that point?
Yes.
Guy? I think this is the first year that I've been actually a Cowboys fan that I can remember that, and obviously I've been a Cowboys fan my whole life, but that I can say that this is the most prepared a staff has ever been,
like
as far as depth, as far as they drafted. I mean, if you just think about it, Chauncey Golston, your fourth, fifth round pick. I'm drafted. Guys should know this. Your 3rd round pick, one of your thirds.
He's your second,
rookie?
3rd round.
Think about this. Think about this, guys. We don't even think about Neville Gallimore coming back. It's like he's in the back. He's in the farthest.
I like
part
Neville Gallimore at that.
I think we all do declare. But the point is this team, like, for every person who wants to bash Mike or whoever you want to bash, the Joneses, they deserve credit for at nothing else. You start looking at some of these rosters and their injuries, and you start saying, man, they dead.
Coach of the Year candidate, period.
Bro, I mean, look how prepared we are. Let's be honest. When Mike Gallup went down and said, okay, it's going to get rough, Cedric Wilson stepped right in and it was like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Outside of the Denver blip, it was nothing missed. I was honestly like, dog, it's going to be hard to get Mike back on the field, but it's not, because Mike is still that guy. Mm-hmm. So the point is that the talent, I think that the Cowboys, the free agent mixed with the draft, mixed with the homegrown talent, it's scary. I said this the other day, guys.
Coaching.
I said this the other day. Sean McVay gets a lot of credit. The Rams are stupid as hell. I don't care what anybody says. Odell Beckham and Von Miller, that was an old Cowboys move. That's what the old regime would do. That's not smart.
Jump out there because you think you got a team.
They got 5 people,
no cohesion,
and a whole bunch of
cohesion. Facts.
They got rid of the 2nd and 3rd round pick.
5 people in 5th round picks. That's all they got.
That's because they think they can win this year, so they're trying to win it all this year.
I ain't mad at them.
But nah, it ain't gonna work.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you this. Guy. It's not gonna work. Odell's very injury prone. I'm not. I said.
I don't think it's going to work because they're not a better team than the Cowboys, or I don't think the Rams. I'm sorry, not the Rams, but the Packers.
That's true.
I have one more general topic before we burn the house down. Yay or nay? Do we get the 1 seed bye?
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. Yeah. Like is it easy en route, or like what?
No, it's not
like,
easy.
What do y'all think some of the challenges associated with it? Because I was watching the Rams game, bro, and I was very uninspired, and I just took a good nap. I just took a good nap watching them play. I think it's us, Cardinals, and Packers. I think that's
that's why it ain't gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy.
Tampa Bay ain't dead though. Tampa Bay ain't done.
Here's the problem with the
They just got more losses.
I think Tampa will get to the point.
Now?
Yeah, they're gonna get to the point where they like, all right, man, we know this number 1 ain't here. We might have to rest JPP or one of these Dominican Sue.
They're an older team.
Let's just get into the playoffs. We know we can flip it.
I believe the Kyler Murray injury stuff is real.
It is.
I think this was one of my issues with him coming out. He's very small. Like, and that's you don't knock the little guys, but the problem is when those guys start getting hit and he got to go to the cold weather states and he got to play.
Big facts.
The more I was thinking about it, man,
when you sick Micah Parsons on that ass.
Yeah, it's different.
It's different.
The more I was thinking about it, is the 1 seed this year is probably more important than it's ever been, because for a couple of reasons. Like, the more I'm thinking about it now, like we actually like a good home team now. Right. I think every time like we at home we drop 40 points besides the Broncos, but we normally drop 40 points on anybody at home. Plus we don't want to go to Green Bay. We don't want to travel too much. But I think the most important part is that the NFC in general is stronger than the AFC. So you don't want to be like the 3rd seed and in the very first game you got Tampa Bay or something. You see what I'm saying? Or like the Rams or something. I think any of these teams. But if I had to pick, I want the Vikings,
Panther, the Falcons sneaking that joint.
bring on
the
Trevor
Falcons.
Simeon, and in the NFC Championship game, we had that hard fight against whoever the hell we line up against. I'm not opposed to the path of least resistance, so I do think that the 1 seed is a lot more important than the rest of it. Let me just
Can
put
I
my
say this,
Jags
y'all?
on.
I want to
Real fast. I got you for this. We have collectively 1,100 people watching live.
That's tough.
Because they come out for the roundtable.
That's big,
They
bro.
come out for goddamn roundtable. Go ahead, no brother. Put some
No, I think that Diggs, right?
Yes.
Talking about Diggs, and I know we're gonna get that topic.
Shit.
But I'm be honest with you. I think that Devontae Adams is a great matchup for Diggs. I think that's a good matchup.
I thought he was going.
Cool.
I thought he was about to go.
I can't wait. I cannot wait to see. I want to play the Packers so bad.
Well. See, first, I understand what you're saying because anybody that's not like the quickie, super nasty burner dude, I feel good about Diggs versus them dudes than anybody. So that's Devontae Adams.
Absolutely.
That's Luke Hopkins. That's Mike Evans. Like those bigger dudes.
Yeah, long guys.
That don't run the 4-3s. Like that's Diggs territory all day.
Absolutely.
With that being said, though, like I'm so messy. I don't even know what side I was on. Like, I don't know what side we was on when we said it. But chat, we was just kind of chopping it up and talking or whatever, right? And we just looking at the best defensive players on this team. We started talking about corners. I'm not gonna say what side anybody was on. I just want to go around and ask the round table. I'm just gonna put the question in the chat box so they can poll and just whatever.
Go ahead.
I just want to know.
Stop you, Sean.
That's the question. Wow.
If you take away the turnovers, minus the interceptions.
Oh, that's not fair.
But that's what the question was, though. You know what I'm saying? Brother Will still, you know what I'm saying? Master William. If you take away the interceptions,
that ain't right.
Who is the better cornerback on this team? Now, hold on, time out. We're going to start slowly but surely. Law Nation, quickly, what's your answer? Diggs. Skywalker Steel, quickly, really fast, what's your answer?
Diggs.
My answer is also Diggs. Foots, give us a long answer about who you think.
I'm gonna be honest. And my man,
I have a different response to this. But go ahead.
All right. I got to tell the truth, and this came out of nowhere pre-show with the homies. If I'm grading without interceptions, Anthony Brown has been a better corner this year. And that's so wild to me because I wanted him off the team.
Keep going, Foots.
So and it's wild because I got to give Okoye Crow, which I will.
I love Foots for that, but though I love him for that.
Can I say something?
Here's what I say. His technique, bruh. Sky, you watch him. His technique has been
oh my gosh, he's been so good.
Let's just talk technique and staying square and being where you're supposed to be.
That's so here's I'm gonna just be ridiculous here. I'm gonna switch the question. Okay. Consistent. I think he's been the most consistent.
Diggs is at 62% and Brown's at 38%, so that really ain't that far. So, but I'm listening though. I'm gonna let y'all check.
Here you go.
It's 931
y'all.
Just hold on. You can't casually be like,
hey, Law.
Hey,
Law, you gonna play football, man? Hey, I want you to line up against the JV team. Oh, he's outstanding. He's amazing. You know, he just beating up the JV team.
Yeah, you can't casually ignore 10 interceptions.
Right. I'm good against JB, you know. But let's be real with it now. Come on, man.
Oh, I gotta help him out though.
Cool.
AB is going up against the second and third string.
I gotta help.
Lineups.
No, this is the thing though, right? When you got a corner playing like Diggs is playing, what usually happens is the other corner does get some interceptions. So that's why it was good to take interceptions off the table, right? So let's take interceptions off the table. Diggs he's the best ball hawking corner in the league, hands down. I'm gonna give him that, right? But in coverage, because of that ball hawk ability, right? He will give up big plays trying to make a play. And I ain't never got a problem with that. I love him on that. But when you just talking this practicality, now that AB is getting more targets because you don't want to throw at Diggs, so you're going to throw at AB.
No,
and he still is consistent.
Diggs is top 5 in targets, bro. Diggs top 5 in targets.
I'm just saying AB's getting more targets this year than he probably has ever gotten, is what I mean. I don't mean he's getting
because going into the game, who you going to target, brother?
I mean,
you going to target AB.
Exactly.
That's my point.
Yeah.
But if he's still consistently holding his guys to lower stats with the added targets, that's why Foots is saying what he's saying. He's saying like he's getting the pressure and still stepping up and doing what he's supposed to do. Would I say that he's better than I wouldn't say he's
No,
the way you pose the question, is he better than Diggs? That's like I said, that's
the question was minus interception. Who's the best corner on the team right now?
It's Diggs.
It's still Diggs.
It's still Diggs.
Because
we say all that to say,
he's playing with Diggs.
AB is going up against number 2 and 3 Roberts.
No, that's not true though. That's not true though.
I mean,
no. But Diggs is primarily covering a lot of the number 1 and best wide receivers in the league.
Go back through them. Jefferson and they both covered Jefferson and
Thielen. Let me tell you, we talked about it.
Diggs covered Evans and he covered the other AB. You see what I'm saying? They cover Mike Williams and Keenan Allen.
Number 1, but here's the thing. That game to me,
covering trash guys.
He's not covering trash guys. But that game to me in Minnesota was the game that stamped it for me. That showed it was for real for AB this year, because I was like, let's wait, because you went up against whoever the hell the Giants number 2 is. You went up against Roby Anderson. I don't really care. You went up against whoever the hell number 2 is for the Eagles. I'm like, let's wait a little bit and let me see. And I'm like, all right, this is the matchup I want. Boy, he was locking dudes up in that Vikings game. And I said, okay, AB here.
He's been landing the boom too. I've been saying that since preseason. I said, yo, look at how he hitting out there since the Texans game in preseason.
And here's the thing. Here's a caveat, bro. Not only like physically and mentally is he being great with the team right now, but he's a leader. I talked to Bohanna, and they said in that locker room they look at him as the OG, as a leader, and we don't ever hear about that. We always think about we think about D-Law, or we think about Randy Gregory, but Anthony Brown is absolutely at the top of the echelon in regards to leadership in that locker room. That's major.
Really? Well, let me ask y'all this: how far ahead of Anthony Brown is over Jordan Lewis now?
What do you mean far ahead?
And that's kind of my thing about J. Lou. Like, I really don't see J. Lou till he get pissed off. And then but then when he gets pissed off, Gregory with that, but when he gets pissed off, we really see J. Lou. You know what I'm saying? But
J. Lou quietly got 2 interceptions himself.
Need to be on the outside though. That's just how
that one was a Hail Mary.
Hey, come on, you gotta give it.
But Vash,
go ahead.
Understand this though.
Yes, sir.
Competition, like, bruh, listen.
Boss man came back and shook both of their asses.
There you go. Play football, bro.
He ain't getting on the field at my time.
Play football. If you see this youngin, like they bring somebody to your job, that's how you should ball. Exactly. Play with a chip, and that even like
the whole team better.
Even like AB, Jackie, it's hilarious. Jackie said, y'all want to throw AB a parade after 6 years. And that was funny. But like at the same time, like, listen,
it shows you what our coaches weren't before. Like, he could have done it a long time ago.
It shows you that, and it shows you, listen, if you don't have, right now we seeing how Scotty is, this, that, and the third about Michael Jordan. But at the end of the day, you need some of that competition. Like, dog, he going off. I need to make a play too. That's how you create that good mojo. Like, who wants to have a team where one dude is making all the plays? That's how you crash and burn. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's great having a CD.
It's contagious.
That's what I meant when I said they get more targets now, because when you see Diggs playing that way, usually you'll see a trail off on the other side of the field, or you see guys step up, like, Deion, Larry Brown, Kevin Smith, you know what I mean? Or when Ramsey was over there with AJ Bouye, both those dudes was like stepping up and competing with each other, and just made their secondary better.
True, but I think what the shocker is, though, compared to those other guys, well, at least Larry Brown's a good one, but AJ Bouye was good. AB, we was ready to kick off the boat, right? Like AB was at least at the best of number 3, number 4.
We said at the beginning of the season was 2 dudes who should have been playing angry with a chip on their shoulder.
And AB he got a chip on his shoulder.
Right. Jalen Smith, we saw how that shook out with Jalen. but it was Jalen and AB, and AB rose to the occasion, and I think Jalen's body gave out on him. It's just over.
And listen, shout out to the organization for making the move. Guess what?
Tough move. Yeah,
that sent waves through the locker room. Listen, nobody's safe, dog. So guess what? You better keep competing. Too many times under Jason Garrett's regime, you would see guys that just flat out stunk. Nobody behind them would get a chance. That was an issue. So like all of those things is making for healthy competition, a good team. And so it's just exciting because the truth of the matter is you can't tell me that AB didn't see them draft Kelvin Joseph he say, I'm gonna like Kelvin Joseph not gonna see the field this year the way AB's playing.
Hey, your Foots.
It's a good problem to have, by the way.
It's a great problem to have.
Your Foots in the second quarter or so. I forgot, like not even towards the end. I'm talking about early in the game, the second quarter. They say, "Yo, Kelvin, go ahead over there and line up against Kyle Pitts and see what happened." He was Velcro that ass, so I'm just letting you know, Kelvin not to be playing with neither, brother.
Man, Kyle Pitts.
This wasn't garbage time. This was early in the game.
I just said he lost some respect in that game because they let everybody stick him. Like I like Dan Quinn disrespectful.
They took turns.
He's just like, I don't care. He's like J. Lou, you want to stick him? Go ahead, get him.
Fam, they put J. Lou on him early.
LVE. They had LVE on him. Like, go ahead, stick. You want to stick him too? Go ahead, man.
But see, that's what you can do when you don't have to worry about the outside weapons.
Oh, that's
right. Like you can do different things. There was nobody to worry about.
It was bracketing them in different ways.
Right.
So, Will still on that point. If you ain't worried about the outside weapons, I mean, Miko run fast, but he ain't no.
I'm talking about in Atlanta.
I feel you, but listen, I just like
about to tie you up real quick. He gonna tie you to a rocket.
Watch this though, like Miko run fast, but he ain't no gangster. Like if we run a cover two, I ain't worried about Miko. And you know, Tyreek is who Tyreek is. Who do you put your best corner on? Because I think that Kelsey is the more dangerous. Like Tyreek can get you in one play.
Stop.
Hold on.
Is this for me? Yeah, is this for me? Because I'm about to say something that's gonna surprise you. Go ahead.
This for everybody, but I'm gonna let you go first. Listen,
Tyreek Hill is more dangerous than Kelsey. Stop what you're doing, bro.
But see, that's my thing though.
That's my thing though. That's
you can cover two, bracket and shade Tyreek Hill and take him out the game. What's gonna help you more? Kelsey is a third down machine.
Right.
That's right.
You get rid of Kelsey to get them dudes off the field. And so in my mind is, do you scheme to stop Tyreek and put your best guys on Kelsey? Does that make sense? I'm going to ask everybody. I'm starting with Will still, though. Go ahead,
Will.
Okay. I think Tyreek Hill is the most dangerous weapon, right? But Kelsey's the most important weapon. Because if you're going to play that cover two, right, the way to beat it is to matriculate down the field. And when you get into those, second and sixes or third and fours, third and six or whatever, who's he going to? He's going to Kelsey.
Right.
Kelsey this year, though, and I'm not going to bite my tongue, man. He's been a little soft. He hasn't played as great. A little soft.
I got this year, but
got about six drops. Listen, it's still Kelsey, right? Like it's still a bona fide Hall of Famer guy, things like that. But if I'm Dan Quinn, in basketball they call it a goon. I'm sending some goons to Kelsey. I'm sending J-Rock.
J-Rock and KZ.
No, not KZ. Donovan Wilson.
I like Donovan. I was just trying to say, y'all can't talk Donovan a goon, bro.
So what I'm thinking is the way when Koye broke down Pitts last week, he was breaking down Pitts saying be physical at the line of scrimmage and things like that. Yeah. He's talking about en route. I'm talking about with Kelsey, being physical with him, it don't matter. He's a Jason Witten type dude. Big body. He likes to be physical. Come on, be physical with me. Yeah. But if you hit him and you make me, now you feel me, now you got to think about coming across that middle now, right? Now you got to think about that drag. So if I'm going to talk about a matchup, Vach, I like Diggs on third importance, but if anything other than that, give me J-Rock on.
So real fast. So none of this is concrete, because what I like about Dan is he'll move all the shit around, so they'll never make a true adjustment to us. It's really about like the the most part. So let me just say this, and I'm gonna pass this right back along. We talking about Tyreek Hill and who's gonna cover him.
Sure.
AB is really your fastest guy.
Like that's where I'm at with it.
He's legit.
AB gonna cover him. You give his ass some help.
He ain't 4.2 speed, but he, you know what I'm saying. He might be your fastest guy. So let me just run this by y'all, right? AB on Tyreek Hill. Okay, you can just kind of do Diggs. You know, you can put them on Kelsey. Put Diggs wherever you want to put Diggs at. You want to put goons on Kelsey, so that'll be Donovan and what's his name. Let me ask y'all this: if we're gonna be running cover 2,
right?
Too high safety, come on, and y'all know we like to bump the box safeties down. You know, like to put Curse at nickel and let him run around. Do y'all think this is a good time to run the 2 free safety, 2 high look, and put Malik and KZ ass out there? I just got questions, man. Just because we know that deep ball this week is different than it's ever been. Collier first, Law second, then Foots. Go ahead, Collier.
I'm glad you said that. I don't know about the too high look. I mean, we still probably will go in the even though they don't run the ball, so we might not have to bring Donovan and they don't run 12 either that often, 12 personnel. So we might not have to bring the big nickel down and bring Donovan and Curse in at the same time. So you got a point with that. But I was going to say KZ and AB are going to be assigned to Tariq, and this is going to be a big game for KZ because KZ's been quiet because he's over the top running sideline to sideline. He don't really get that much action. He's going to get action in this game because they're going to be targeting Hill deep. So KZ going to be the one enforcing against Hill, just like y'all want Donovan Wilson to crack the shit out of Kelsey. KZ going to knock Hill head off if he get a good lineup on him because KZ is getting sideline to sideline with no problem. But he's just quiet because nobody throw deep on it. So we might still go one high. I still think we might go single high. But
sometimes we're gonna have to
KZ because they're gonna be over the top of Hill most of the time. I don't think they're gonna run a cover 2 or
time out. I got another point. I just keep thinking of points. So Keanu Neal been sucking the last 5 games. We just really sit him down somewhere. Yeah. And you don't like Van Der Esch no way. So is this a good time in our big nickel set? You want to talk about using 2 boxes and 2 free safeties? Is this a good time to put Curse like at a linebacker guy, then put Donovan at like the big nickel dude, then put your 2 free safeties high? We don't win the goddamn Super Bowl.
That's the big dime, Vach.
Big dime.
Yeah,
it's big diamond.
Exactly. If we did that, I would be in this game in particular, and I wouldn't do that every week. But in this game, you can get away with it because they don't have a run game.
And they can't.
They don't run the ball, so it's not like they're gonna stuff it down your throats when they see that small set out there. And then also to your point, Neal will probably play better in this game because he's a space linebacker. He's not a linebacker that can play run fits.
Y'all been tripping on his shoestring, boy. That's
you got to give us something. You got to give us something.
Yeah, you got to give me something, bro.
But Foots, just on all these things I just mentioned, Foots. Go ahead. Law, sorry, but Foot's falling asleep over there.
Foots, stop what you doing. Y'all ain't gonna get me this time.
He over there numb your
and I will never sleep, man. No,
just in terms of what matchups would you do, and just react to anything that me and Collier and Will still been saying.
Wake up, man.
LVE wouldn't play a lot. That's number 1. Can't play.
Leave LV alone, man. He actually been playing better.
He hadn't been playing.
I'm not used to you saying shit like that, man.
You got leave. I call a spade a spade when it turned into a spade.
The truth is, this is gonna be a track meet game. Andy Reid has no intentions to try to be physical or run the ball. They're trying to get you in space. They're trying to they're trying to find matchups. That's what Andy Reid has done for the longest time. Him and Eric Bieniemy, that's what they want to do. And so if you have a slow linebacker out there, a guy who can't turn and run, it's going to be an issue.
Play with him.
Right.
Yeah. So the fact of the matter is, LVE, I don't want him playing much. I like what Sky's saying about Donovan Wilson. I think that if you want to still have some type of run support, I think Donovan Wilson needs to be on the field. He's physical. He'll come down. He will come downhill.
Curse is the best thing that can happen to that boy, man. Donovan Wilson been playing like a murderer.
I completely agree, bro. I completely agree.
Listen.
I would have.
He do nothing else. He just come and hit something and go sit back down. That's
man,
it.
And that's
he showed a nice play in coverage too in Denver.
I said this. The only person that covered Judy the right way on that crossing pass.
I said this on Twitter, and this is no disrespect to J-Rock, man. If Dono was healthy in this scheme with Dan Quinn and Joe Witt Jr. coaching him, he would be what we're saying about J-Ron Curse. I promise you, man.
Without the length though.
But I'm not saying physically. I'm just saying the kind of the positive vibes we're giving Curse
and the mindset.
Maybe giving it to Donovan.
It goes back to the mindset
skills. You can't take away from Curse though. Curse
No. That's not taking away
skills.
from Curse. No.
Donovan is like a instinct. He needs to be like a free, but he's just not as fast as a free. But he's good with playing in zone and instinctively. You can't say that. You heard his game if you tell Donovan, "Hey, cover a tight end and don't do nothing else." That's what you're doing. That's not his game.
No, earlier in the season, Curse was way better in man coverage. Of late, like the last 5 or 6 games, his best plays in pass coverage has been in zone. That's what Dono can do very well.
True.
So I'm not knocking Curse at all. I'm just saying him getting hurt allowed Curse to step into that role.
Yeah.
I think they both. You know, they both deserve to play. Like we have a lot of guys like that on this team.
Yeah.
Right there you go. Like fine
good problem
for all of them. Good, like Law said it. Good problem. And this is where, okay, Dan, game plan. Like this is what we brought you in to do. This is what you do. You're not a head coach anymore. I believe that there are certain guys who are better head coaches. I believe there's some guys who are better positional coaches.
Yeah.
I believe there's some guys who are better coordinators. Dan is showing that he's probably a better coordinator than he is head coach.
No,
and I believe
facts.
That's facts.
For sure.
Factory. Yeah. And so here's the truth. The truth is this. You get Dono down in that box against Clyde, and he can run and hit and be physical with Micah all over the place. I think you got something good, especially in the red zone, because that's where I think that Kansas City's going to make plays.
They are.
But I think 20 in is where you got to find Kelsey. I think Tyreek Hill gets lost and I think Tyreek Hill gets lost in the red zone.
Bro, I'm sorry. We got a free Law. The chat is not with it. They're telling
hey, Law, what you think about the matchup?
I'm sorry. I got
if we don't interrupt Foots will.
Okay, time out for
Law. Hey, look, they said I'm going to sleep, so I got to bring my fastball. Scott,
my bad, Law. Time out. What you got?
Oh my goodness, man.
Go ahead, Law.
All right, so this is the situation and scenario.
Okay, Law, stop real fast. We got 1,500 people watching live. Let me just hit the walk up.
Jeez. Man, there's a lot of people here, man. All right,
so cool. What you think?
Yeah.
My bad, Law. Go ahead. My bad, Law.
Law's going to wear big.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm just chilling, man. But hey, look, they dinked and dunked last game, man. Williams caught for nine receptions for over 100 yards. So this will be a game that we use Parsons to cover the flats or to blitz inside, to be that creative guy if we're going to do anything dealing with cover 2 or bracket coverage, because we know the flats are going to be a weak spot as well as the middle of the field or the hook area. So we're going to have to make sure that we bracket covered Hill, make sure that our version of AB stay on top, keep everything underneath, and when Hill catch the ball, you pop him because he can't catch in traffic for some strange reason, right? So
for some strange reason,
the ball bounces off his hands and all of that, you know, and then that's where we can get those interceptions. So creating pressure. This should be a big game for Osa. This should be a big game for the boys inside. I heard that those offensive linemen give up a lot of pressure. So this should be a game where we continue to make the impact with pressure, knock Pat Mahomes off his marker, and that's how we shut this thing down. Travis Kelce, he will still be the go-to target. Everybody know that, and that's just how this thing goes. I think that this matchup, we went from having one legitimate, all right, decent safety to now we got 4 quality safeties. Look, KZ,
just talked me into something.
KZ and Hooker, we don't even mention his name. Every game last year and the year before that, every single game we was mentioning safety this or safety that. You know, come on. But now we don't even mention. We go for long spells of time of not even mentioning safety. So that's why I like. You know, I think Dan Quinn is the man. Somebody needs to just make sure that he never go away. You know, stay here forever. Ever.
Put some money in his pocket. Go ahead.
Sparta! What'd you say, bro?
No. You was about to say something. Go ahead.
No, he just made me think of something, man.
Should have let him talk earlier, right? I know, man. Law killed that shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, last week I was all talking about, Pitt's matchup against Diggs. Would that be a matchup? It really wasn't much of a matchup.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, though, maybe this week, man, when they split out Travis Kelce, why not Diggs, right?
Yeah.
Like, why not? He's your top corner, and that's the perfect type of wide receiver / tight end, because they use him as a wide receiver to cover.
Right.
You talking me into it, kind of, Law. I mean, I said it like on third downs. I'm like, shit, why not just period?
Let the scheme take care of Tyreek, but put your best corner on Kelsey because he looks for Kelsey for safety. Besides that, Pat's erratic. Pat want to be dangerous in like hero ball or whatever.
Right.
So he goes to Kelsey to calm some of that hero ball. He's that safety guy. Put your best corner on his safety guy and let the scheme, whether it be AB and another human, let the scheme deal with Tyreek. Miko is trash, and we'll let the guys, let the run game guys do run game things. And before you know it, if we go up 7-0, 14 to whatever,
it's over.
See, that's the disrespect right there. Kelsey will bully Diggs in what manner, bro? I'm not talking about putting him at the LOS in tight when he's playing as a Y, as a tight end. I'm talking about when he's split. Kelsey he's a receiver when he's split. He can't. What are you gonna do? Diggs is a physical corner. What are we talking about?
Oh, he is.
He's
physical.
But you gonna look at him
crazy as the defense is, even if he line and he try to run a vert, man, I seen Parsons flip his hips, go upfield. Believe it or not, Parsons can
run with him. Yeah,
he can run right with him.
He can run with him.
He can run right.
We got those safeties over the top. So all
just
we
that
want to
Diggs
do
is
is
long,
just mark him, just knock him off his marker and just keep it going. So yeah, when he's lined up inside, you put your hands on him, and he's went into the split. Yeah, you put that Diggs on him.
I agree.
So let's do this before we fall asleep here. Let's get predictions.
Man, y'all hell, boy.
Brother Brad, we're gonna go ahead and get you talking, man. Brother Brad, what's your predictions for this game, man?
Hey, now, Okoye, when I say he physical, I don't think he's George Kittle. Kittle is physical.
Let's get physical.
Hey, my predictions for this game.
Let me tell you what I don't like about Okoye. Okoye just been slowly flexing the whole show. We see you, man. We got you, man, all game.
All your talk, baby.
Hey, man, you got
come on,
Okoye.
Come on.
You got work.
I see chat boxes gonna run with this foot sleeping thing. It kills me. Here's the deal. I think Dallas wins 35-21. I just think that Kansas City is gonna score points. Dallas will find a way to neutralize them in the red area, and they might get points late in the game when the game gets out of hand. Kansas City's had some stinkers this year, dog.
They did.
Like this ain't the year where they've just been.
This ain't 2019.
Nah, bro. Like they've had some stinkers, and I believe you are who you are. So that's me, man. I just think Dallas is. I think Dallas will also get up for this game as well. On the road. I love that we on the road. I love it.
Koye.
How do I think the game is gonna go?
Yeah.
Sheesh. It's gonna be a ass kicking, man. Just for the fact that, and I know I had to be balanced in my breakdown. I'm not even talking shit. It's just the truth. They don't have a running game, and to keep up with this offense is hard enough, even if you have a balanced team. You don't have a running game, and you don't have a defense. I don't see a team, even though I do respect Andy Reid. I know what they've done when he was over here in the Eagles, all that.
Sure.
I don't see you being able to keep up with this team if we're balanced and you're not offensively alone. And then your quarterback is turning the ball over. You don't want to give this offense the ball back 2 to 3 times to your whatever, right? And then beyond that, their defense, you can run right through them. I mean, they're not very put together. They got some talent. Their scheme calls for them to blitz. And if you're pulling everything forward, and you just go back to the play where Zeke knocked the shit out of Deion Jones. Excuse my French, but he knocked the shit out of Deion Jones on the sideline, and he threw a touchdown. Right? If we're picking up the blitz the way we usually do, and you have to blitz to play us, that means everybody on the outside, or at least 2 guys on the outside, are one-on-one almost every time. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, I mean, Dak gonna pick that apart. Dak is becoming one of the better pre-snap quarterbacks now. He was already pretty good post-snap by improvising. That was already his gift. That's what got him through college. You know what I mean? He was already that, a guy you give the ball and just let him figure it out. But now he's starting to figure it out pre-snap, what he wants to do to you. Killing plays, running the ball when it looks right, throwing the ball when it's more advantageous. And those are the things that he wasn't doing early in his career. So with that, I just don't see the Chiefs being able to keep up with that with just Mahomes, Kelsey, and Hill. and Tyron. That's pretty much what they come into town with. And that's no disrespect to the rest of those guys, but schematically, that's what they doing. So I really had to be balanced with the breakdown because I'm just looking at what's on film. But real trap, man, we gonna whoop their ass. That's just how I feel.
Hit him.
Ain't doing nothing else, brother Law. What you think about this game that's gonna happen?
My goodness, man, it's gonna be
at 3:25 Central Time on Sunday.
Total pandemonium, man. It's gonna be a crazy game in a good way, and this is why I say this:
pandemonium,
total pandemonium. Because this is why we are the 4th ranked passing team in the NFL. We also the 4th ranked running team in the NFL. Number 1 collectively speaking in offense. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna press the issue of making sure that our offense creates the defense for our team. Because the opposition, they can't use the blueprint that everybody said Mama, Uncle, Cousin, Tupac, and Biggie climbing out of the grave that they were saying that the Denver Broncos had the blueprint out there, for crying out loud. And the real blueprint was the TOP, time of possession. We only had the ball for 18 minutes. I don't think that the Kansas City Chiefs, in all of their might, can keep the ball that long. I come here to tell you guys that this Dallas Cowboys team, when we get this thing going with Amari Cooper, with C. Dangerous Lamb. Let me sprinkle in the fact that we got Dalton Schultz, and we got
Sean McKim.
84, you saw him out there, man.
That's my guy. That's my guy right there.
Reincarnation of Jay Novacek, man. Hey, but this is the thing, though, Cowboy Nation.
That A4 out there.
Oh, yeah, it looked good, baby. It looked good. Everybody doubting us. Everybody kind of putting Pat Mahomes over Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott got something to prove. They said that Dak Prescott, at the start of every game, he gets in the huddle. And yes, I'm talking about he got that Louisiana/Mississippi lingo that's going on inside the huddle, and he's motivating and elevating everybody, Cowboy Nation. So, hey, I can't wait to see this game. This is a must-see TV. If you're working on Sunday, call in. Tell everybody I can't go to work today because I got to watch the Dallas Cowboys.
Lord,
lighten it up, baby. I gotta see it. I gotta see it. It's gonna be crazy. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what's gonna happen. Everybody get your popcorn ready. It's about to be a show. It's gonna be some fire, baby. I got my shovel ready because I think Diggs gonna get a few.
Lord,
crashed the show.
He the Black Brad Sham, man. I swear.
Lord, this bad.
Pandemonium.
How you follow pandemonium?
We'll still follow pandemonium.
I can't follow pandemonium. Listen, man.
How you want me to follow that?
I ain't gonna be able to preach like Law here, dude. But I'm gonna tell you this right now: the worst thing that happened in Kansas City for this game was Denver. And you're probably like, "What the hell you mean?" Yeah. The Cowboys beat Denver, going to beat Atlanta. They probably have a stinker game in Kansas City. The worst thing for the Chiefs was the Cowboys to lose in the fashion that they lost against Denver. Because they woke now. They got punched. And sometimes you got to get punched in the fight to realize you in the dang fight. You can't be Floyd all the time and ducking and dodging. So now they up. And they're going to be up. I'm going to expand on what Foot said. They're going to be up for this game. I'm telling you right now. Look at Dak Prescott. He said, no. I didn't come out in that huddle last week because I was probably feeling myself. But I came out in the huddle this week, and look what happened. And if you think for 1 second, Dak Prescott is not looking at the matchup with Patrick Mahomes and saying to himself, I gotta beat this man, right? Then you're wrong. Because he got up for the Tom Brady matchup. He's going to get up for this Patrick Mahomes matchup. And this is his first time playing against Patrick Mahomes. So I'm just saying, Dak has won in and beat some of these guys. He's beat a lot of these Super Bowl winning quarterbacks and went toe-to-toe with a lot of these MVPs and all these guys that are better than him. I think he's going to go in there and go toe-to-toe. Now, you want to know my prediction?
Please.
Ooh. This is what I'm saying. Tune in on Sunday, Game Day Live. Jesse Holly, Skywalker Still, A to Z Sports for my prediction. Texas Live. Make sure y'all come through, and I give you my prediction.
Shameless plug. I love it.
Ain't no shame in it.
Against the 27th ranked defense, boy. The 27th ranked defense. I can't wait. I want this for Dak Prescott so bad.
This is what legends made of, dog. You know what I'm saying? This the boss fight, Law. This the one where we go out there, you know what I'm saying? This the one where they gonna sing songs about us for weeks. You know what I mean? They give everybody benefit of the doubt. but us. They give everybody, they grade everybody on the curve but us. We either is or we ain't. We either this or we that. They want to make all the excuses for the Cowboy. This is what legends are made of, sir. Dak was going to do it last year, but it wasn't time. He was going to do it the year before, but it wasn't time. It took some growth. It took some growing. We had to claw. We had to get ready. We had to fix that roster. We had to fix the coaches. Dak had to fix himself. Y'all should be afraid that Dak's still getting better. Dak is still getting better. You are in Wakanda now. Pat will have nothing but dust and blood. Nothing. We are going to beat the shit out the Chiefs, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ready for the 40 burger freestyle. I'm ready for it. Put that gun down, son, and get knocked out like your father used to. Woo! The Cowboys not fighting fair. They're not fighting fair. We got four. What my goddamn butt?
He said, "Oh my goddamn butt."
We got four.
Yeah.
We got four.
You gotta say four.
Every time they're like, man, how the Cowboys constantly overcoming all this adversity? They lose D-Law, they lose Neville Gallimore, they lose Michael Gallup, they lose all these people. How do the Cowboys keep overcoming? Because we got four.
I always say it.
And if I recognize it, Sky recognize it, Lawfoots and Okoye recognize it, you mean to tell me Dak not going to go to bed with a different feeling in his stomach? Like he got something to prove?
Oh, yeah,
he gonna wake up with a different look in his eye, and he ain't gonna do his salsa dance with a little extra in his hip. It is time. It is time. And what better way to kick off this Super Bowl run? I didn't blink when I said it. I didn't miss my words when I said it.
Don't break nothing again, Vachi. I need to break something last time.
What better way to kick this Super Bowl run off by smoking the cats that was in the last two? The Chiefs been in the last two. Let's smoke them and make it official. Let's roll up on the car.
He just smoked that Mahomes pack.
Smoke him and let's make. Hey, yo, Pat, come your ass outside. Come see us.
You can't stop the rain.
Come see us. I expect to drop a 40 burger freestyle.
Start pulling the knives out right now.
I expect.
I ain't got a knife near me. I will pull it out.
I expect.
So you cut water off, is what you're telling me.
I expect to drop a 40 burger freestyle. Because by the numbers.
You can't stop the rain.
Because by the numbers, the Eagles defense is better. The Panthers defense is better.
The Vikings.
The Vikings defense is better.
The Patriots
defense is better. The Patriots defense is better. What make you think we won't line up? When I say we, I mean me, us, and Dak. What make you think we won't line up against the daggum Chiefs and not steal money out their pants while they will sleep?
You can't stop the
That shit went all the way to the right.
I don't need nothing from your broke ass. Cowboys up 42 to 14.
Whoa! Repeat this number,
This defense about to make the statement. This defense finna show y'all that they ain't nothing to play with. This defense is top 10.
That's the one. That's
this
the one.
This defense is top 10. Stephen A. Smith get on that bitch and be like, but Vaj, the Cowboys are leading the league in versus receiving yards. Because when you're beating the shit out of everybody, they gotta throw. They gotta do something. They gotta do something.
Right.
What you think we going up 3 touchdowns? They just gonna run. They gonna punt. They gonna take a knee. The Cowboys special. We beating the shit out of these teams. Yes, they gotta throw the football. This defense got something to prove. Rain Dakota Prescott.
Oh my gosh.
Got something to prove. 21 got something to prove. Kellen Moore is sick of y'all with this Andy Reid talk. Dan Quinn trying to go back to a Super Bowl. Cowboy Nation is ready. I'll see y'all there.
See you there.
Let's go with it. Let's
go.
Salute
no more salutes. We just do this. You know what I'm saying?
Vaj, you said something about Kellen Moore.
Go ahead.
When I watched the sounds on the sideline, I love when he came over to Zeke and he said, "We're just gonna keep this thing downhill." I want to see that.
Keep it north and south.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, if we blow, look, chat box, listen, all 1,500 of y'all. If we blow the Chiefs out the water at a house, please collect some bail money for me, because I'm going to jail. I'm about to act a fool. I'm going to jail. Straight up.
That's gonna be a fun night.
Cowboy W, man. Listen, bro. The better quarterback will win. That's 4. Listen. This is always amazing. This is always amazing. I said it at the beginning. Don't hit that music yet, Scott. I said it at the beginning. I'm gonna say it again at the end because there's more people here. These are my friends for real. These are my friends for real. I don't play by the round table. These ain't my co-workers. We got a group chat. These my friends for real. So when you see us in these elements, we like, man, why they got all that chemistry? Why they show go crazy like that? Because we are who we are. Yeah. We them guys. Humbly, respectfully though, but we them guys. And we just, come together and do this thing for y'all, man. So I hope y'all appreciate it, man. Y'all need to
let your nuts hang, bro. Let your nuts. Ain't no humble.
Man, look, y'all need to not only support this greatness when it's together, but support us individually. I mean, it subs. I need likes. I need hit the cash apps. Whatever you do to support Vosh. I know you love me because you're on my channel, whatever. But if you're on Law's channel, support him too. You're on Flitz's channel, support him too. Koye, Skywalker, Steel, all that. Let's get these plugs. Foots, where can they find you at?
You can't stop the rain.
Can't stop the rain. Oh yeah.
Nah. All seriousness, we gonna cut Kansas City water off. The team, I always say, man, week 6, you know who you are. You know what I mean, Vosh? And the truth of the matter is, we game planning correctly. On 4th and anything under.
Man, they said, where can he find you at? You about to give us a game plan for the game?
That man sleeping, man.
You can't stop the rain.
That man exhausted.
Get warm,
Cowboys Nation TV, man. I'm just having fun tonight, Scott. Hey, real quick. Hold on. Hey, we didn't talk about 4th down though, Scott.
What's your favorite vegetable, Foots?
Broccoli.
No, I was gonna get messy, but we'll save it for the next one. I was gonna talk about Connor Williams, Lyle Collins.
Hey, listen.
It's gonna be a whole nother 2 hours, baby.
Hey, all seriousness, thank y'all for having me, man. Thanks for having me, Vosh. Foots the King, Cowboys Nation TV.
Boys, it's definitely gonna be a live stream about that. Anyway, Koye Media. Where can they find you at, good sir? My OG, my big homie. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. AKOYE. Appreciate that lead in too. AKOYE Media on YouTube and IG as well. I just started an Okoye Clips IG page. For those of y'all who on it, I'm locked out of that page. I'm not lazy. I'm just locked out. So I need to take it down. I don't know how to get in it to take it down. I need to take it down and get another one up that I can have somebody else log into. Because I tried to have a virtual assistant log in from like Bangladesh or something. And I can't get in there no more. So
you ain't getting that one.
It is what it is.
You sold.
I ain't do it. It's a
loss.
So if y'all think I'm lazy, I am lazy, but I ain't lazy in that regard. I ain't do that. It wasn't
That's an L, sir. Go ahead.
Shit, man. Yeah.
Koye Media. There's a lot of old heads in this thing. There's a lot of originators in this thing, but Law was the one that got me on, so I'm forever have respect for him, brother Law. 100. They know where the hell to find you.
No Roundtable.
They know where to find your ass. But go ahead.
On a billboard near you.
Billboard near you.
I will be getting a key to the
and he got a whole job, and he a good father at that. Like, where you get the time?
Yeah,
bro?
man. I just gave the little ones a bath before we got over here.
Law right there still.
Law got a twin running around this motherfucker.
We be walking around in the suit at work in the park on live. I remember that was like 2 years ago. He on live with a phone in his hand.
All right, that's everybody so smooth in the car. Breaking down the Cowboys.
He don't play.
Oh my gosh, man. Hey, Law Nation is where y'all can find me, Law Nation Sports. And that's on Facebook as well as Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram, Roku, MySpace. Amazon, and MySpace and beyond. Black Planet, Black People Meets. Y'all can find me there. Law Nation, Cowboy Nation on 2 YouTube pages under that handle. Appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all, man. Let's go. Let's go get that.
You're rocking with the best.
Master William. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Scott just had to blow us out the water. God.
I ain't do nothing. Listen, I'm still tripping on how they said. Voch said, Foot, tell them they can find you. Foot said, man, fourth and one. We ain't talking about fourth down.
We ain't talking about fourth down.
About to go to sleep.
He just started singing and shit. Like,
You can't stop.
Oh, man.
Some of
he
y'all,
off his meds right there.
Some of y'all was here early. There's a lot of y'all here now that wasn't here early. There's a 5th E in the Roundtable. Sky's official now. He's family now. He's Roundtable now. He's gang. So please, sir, you are no longer just like producing and da. You are a part of Rounds. You are discussing with us. Yep. Tell them where to find you at, good sir.
Hey, man, A to Z Sports Dallas on YouTube every morning, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m.-ish. Heavy on the ish, you know. And every week, man, I got a thing going on with Okoye, too. We break down the opposing matchup. And slowly but surely, I'm going to try to work this whole roundtable into that thing. So just keep tuning in every morning, A to Z Sports Dallas on YouTube.
Straight up and down. And I'm Voch Lombardi, man. Just, humbly.
Voch, I know you see that.
So what happened? Let me hold on. What's in the chat, man?
Oh, shit.
Oh, wait a goddamn minute. What is this? What's going on, man? Hey, man, y'all want to keep talking? What is this?
Let's go for that.
Mama's cooking in there 300.
I ain't doing nothing now. OTG Dex dropped 300 in the super chat. The Chiefs getting roasted teriyaki duck sausage on Sunday. Let's go. Appreciate the whole panel. Y'all better listen. This one.
Is y'all niggas hiring?
Y'all hiring? What's the work at?
Right,
I don't even
what
like
you
you
do?
Listen, hey, OTG Dex. That's 300. You get 6
hey,
more, oh, sir.
If you want to talk about the fourth downs for us, we can go ahead.
They took you talking about I'm asleep. I'm wide awake.
OTG Dex, I want you to hit the 1 on this button 6 times, sir. This is what you did for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you. Shit.
Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah.
That's how you support, though.
One day we're gonna have the 100,000 view, the 100,000 sub barbecue. You're gonna be a VIP. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get you a little mask, just like Squid Games. You're gonna sit with the VIP section at the daggone situation. Appreciate you, man. But I'm Voch Lombardi, I guess. Shit. VOCHLOMB, ARDI, man. Y'all wanna come follow my show? I appreciate you. But I mean, most of y'all watching over here and on Law Channel, so y'all should be relatively familiar. I want Okoye to pull this and put it on his channel too, so you can get some views.
Oh,
no, if you got,
finally, I don't be doing it, but I'm gonna do it.
You know what I'm saying? If you got some talking points you want to pull from this, you know what I'm saying? Make your monies. We all family anyway. With that being said, Scott, hit the button.
Because this beat was fire.
Because OTG Dex gonna have us in 3 more hours. You know what I'm talking about?
Foots will have us up in this motherfucker talking about special teams if we let him.
Also, Tyrone Church, appreciate you, man.
We cutting water off.
Everybody that came through.
Rest in peace, Young Dog.
The Lunatic. R.I.P. Young Dog, man. R.I.P. man. Come on.
Yeah, stop that.
Hey, come see us on Sunday at any of these respective shows that's going live on Game Day. Come visit us all. Come tap in with everybody. This beat is crazy. We're gonna beat the shit out the Chiefs. We gone, man.
Oh yeah, I always tap in with Voch after the game too.
100. I don't even do a post game. I gotta watch Voch.
On the way home to the crib, I plug in Voch and Law, and when it's a caller that's drawing, I'll go to the Brian Brothers number.
Right.
Appreciate it.
Y'all have a good one, man. Till next time. See y'all in 2 months.
They still can't stop the rain.
On 4th down, what we gotta do is we gotta make sure.
Yeah, that was a classic. I feel like all of them be like that, man.
They all great.
Every time I finish one, I'm like, damn, this shit was good. And then we be like, damn, that shit was good.